So the work placement module essentially allows our students to apply those competencies and skills they've developed as part of their history degrees within a workplace environment.
And those organisations, those placement providers, get a great deal of benefit from that engagement with our students.
I was hoping to get an insight into the heritage industry itself. I've never had any previous experience.
I thought the opportunity of getting some work experience and practical experience was quite attractive.
Is the opportunity to work closely with the objects in a way that I wouldn't as just a standard student.
So she's been helping with writing the material that we're using in the exhibition, translating it to Welsh, and also designing material for a digital touchscreen.
What we're doing here is trying to identify the pictures that hung in the rooms downstairs. They were sold off during the 1940s.
Well, and for us, we're a private sector company. To give somebody a meaningful experience that hopefully Rachel can then take away to future employers and say, I produced this.
This work is important and it will go forward in the future. It's not something you do just as an exercise and then it gets put away.
So the project we've been working on is the Lower Swansea Valley Heritage Project, which is a really important initiative as part of the Council's work on particularly Harvard Morva Copper Works.
Our future aspiration is to work in a museum, so curating a small exhibition is obviously a handy step if I want to go into the curation field.
I was hoping to get much experience in the heritage field because I learned about history from a different angle back home from my country, but here it's more practical.
The project I'm currently working on is documenting all of the collections and making sure that they're all on the database.
Well, we've really enjoyed having Connor here on the Workplace programme. It's been really useful to us to have somebody who's keen, has a good basis in his historical knowledge to kind of work with the collection.
The skills I've got out of it, I'd say mainly being practical skills, how to archive things correctly, how to handle delicate items, but also other general skills like how to communicate with members of other clubs.
Gower Unearthed is a local heritage organisation. So for example, today we've got a school group, they're learning about the Iron Age on Gower, they can see local artefacts, things that people have found relating to the Iron Age. As an organisation, we're small, we kind of do a lot of things ourselves. So they're just in at the thick of it right from the start and they help us. They're adding to our organisation and then they're also finding out what they might want to do.
It's opened me up to the idea of outdoor education and I very much enjoyed it, so it's a field I might pursue in the future.
It gives me certainty that this is the career that I want to go into in the future.
I think it really is a mutually beneficial experiment here, and we're hoping that it's going to carry on.
So we work with local, national and occasionally even international hosts in order to be able to put our work placement programmes together at both the undergraduate history and the MA Public History and Heritage. And the benefits are huge. It's a win-win-win. It's a win for the students, it's a win for Swansea University, and it's also a win for the host. So the feedback that we get year on year is tremendously positive.